This didn't start as a business. It started with a breakdown. Hers, not mine. We had no savings, no backup plan. Just one broken heart in our house and a choice. Be there or keep the job. I chose her. I walked away from the garage floor and didn't look back. No business plan, no logo. Just a wife who needed me and 3 little kids watching how I'd respond. So I picked up my jack, my tools and what little courage I had left, and I said yes to whatever work came next. Not because I was ready, but because saying no wasn't an option. The early days, they were rough. I'd go to the motor factors with just enough cash to buy the parts for the first job, finish that, get paid, then head back to buy parts for the next one. If someone cancelled, the day collapsed and we'd go without. We survived on brake jobs, coil packs and a whole lot of prayer, but I kept showing up. And then one day I posted a little moment on social media, nothing fancy, and Ferry saw it. They messaged me, invited me to Top Tech. I turned up expecting a room full of mechanics, but what I saw was leaders, people who built something bigger than themselves, people who weren't just fixing cars, they were building brands, stories, trust. And that's when it clicked. I don't just want to have a business, I want to build one. That day changed my mindset forever, because Ells Auto Care stopped being about survival, it became about service. See, most people don't call me when everything's going great. They call me when they're stuck, when the school run falls apart, when they're late for work, when life has thrown a spanner in the works, literally. They're not just asking me to replace a part, they're asking me to restore control. To say, you're okay now, it's sorted. And I take that seriously. I don't run this business to look good online. I run it to be good offline. I'm not the flashy guy with the biggest garage. I'm the guy who shows up with quiet strength, with honesty, with care. Because your car's not just a machine. It's how you pick up your kids. It's how you get to work. It's how you make memories and get through the day. So when I hand the keys back, I want you to feel calm, like you can breathe again. That's what I'm really selling. Relief, trust, peace of mind. And yeah, we're mobile, but that doesn't mean we're small. Right now is one van, but soon Thomas J will have his. We'll cover all of Wales quietly and properly. I'm not interested in rushing growth or chasing followers. I'm building something that lasts, something my kids will be proud of, because I don't want them to just remember that I worked hard. I want them to remember why I worked hard, to show up, to provide, to be the kind of man who fixes more than just cars. And customers feel that. They see the stories, they hear the care, they book again and again, not just because it's convenient, but because they feel part of something that's real. They like knowing that the person who's working on their car has values, that the job will be done properly, that there's no cutting corners, no upselling, just quiet service done right. So if you're watching this, wondering whether to book me, let me say this. I started this out of love. I ran it on grit and grew it by grace. And I haven't forgotten where I came from. So if you need help, real help, from someone who gets the pressure you're under and won't talk down to you or take advantage, book me. Not because I'm perfect, but because I treat your car, your time, and your family like I treat my own. This is Ells Auto Care, built from nothing to protect everything.